Rage on that beat, going crazy.
What's going on, guys? It's Super Mike coming through. I'm gonna do a quick morning show. How's everybody going? How's everybody doing, guys? We're just going to come through with a quick update on some of the news stories in the Black news and the independent news media. We have here the Final Call newspaper, and this week's issue has DMX on it. And so the Final Call newspaper, you can get that at finalcalldigital.com. Go ahead and sign up for it. Everybody should have that because they banned Minister Farrakhan on all the social media. And especially during times like this, you're going to want to get knowledge, wisdom, understanding, and you want to get your news, right? From a good perspective, from an independent perspective. Somebody that's going to give you a real, integrity, a different point of view from your mainstream echo chamber, right? So we got DMX on the cover, and people might say, "Oh, y'all honoring DMX. Oh, y'all esteeming this brother? He was, he engaged in drugs. He did all sorts of foul things. But this is the story of Black America. You know what I mean? This is this brother, he went through all kinds of stuff. Of course he was, rough riders, right? He encouraged drugs, all of these crazy things, these lifestyles that we live in this kind of situation, in this system that encourages negativity, that encourages an environment of evil. That's what this system does. It encourages evil. And but I think through his hardships, he had to get knocked around a couple times. But if you look at the way he handled his children after that, Ilana Van Zant little program, the first kids he had, and the way he did his first wife, of course, they were hurt by him. But if you look at the way he handled, his other children, he was there. He looked to be learning his lesson. And that's all you can hope from us. Our people have to learn and start to do better. You can't put people, in a box, because everybody is an object in motion. So in the Final Call, we got Minister Farrakhan gave words of comfort and care on the passing of Earl Simmons, who impacted the hip hop and entertainment worlds while known as a rapper DMX. And so we got hip hop lessons of his life. And then we going into the national news. They love to attack the peacemakers. Media's ugly anti-Farrakhan obsession surfaces during a tragedy, right? So this is about the Noah Green situation, when white media claims that he attacked one of the officers for no reason. When reports came of another attack on the U.S. Capitol, it was a stunning development. The news came after an assault by pro-Trump insurrectionists 3 months ago, and amid added security measures and National Guardsmen still on the ground for protection. But once word of the incident got out, came another disturbing but somewhat predictable trend. Mainstream media outlets quickly tried to link the alleged actions of a young man with a history of mental health issues, Noah Green, to the Nation of Islam, as he was identified capital intruder, as the capital intruder in widespread media reports. So basically, they killed this brother. We see media tries to link the Nation of Islam to this incident, even though, you know, there's just no link there. So anyway, there's no serious link where this brother was acting. They try to get it to a point where they're acting in conjunction with the orders of the nation, and that's absolutely insane. Uh, and of course, they're killing our people just right during the George Floyd trial. Excuse me, Derek Chauvin trial. This cop, this union protected cop, in this little trial that's going on, the cops kill another brother, another young father, what I'm saying, with baby. And it's very traumatizing. And the thing is, it should double our efforts. We have to separate from this system. It's never going to get better. You're never going to change it. The way you change is to separate. As long as we're in this system, you're not going to vote this thing clean. You're not going to do anything else to make this thing, get better. Go out there, get the final call, striving in a noble effort. The fruit of Islam, never make excuses when it comes to spreading and sharing the teachings of the most honorable Elijah Muhammad under the leadership of the Honorable Minister Louis Farrakhan. When COVID-19 pandemic hit, the men who belong to the Nation of Islam across the country adjusted by maintaining safe distances, wearing masks, and offering masks for free to passersby, in addition to the Final Call newspaper. When the cold weather came, the Final Call also offered free meals and clothing to families in need. Thousands of people have been given the Final Call, which offers light, life, and power, and is available via direct door-to-door and digital sales. In some cities, residents also receive a hot meal, clothing, face mask, and a copy of How to Keep House Maintaining a Clean and Safe Environment. The MGT, under the direction of the National MGT Captain, Naima Muhammad, put together the book and sold 70,000 masks to give to the community. These are the type of things that if you don't get black media, you won't hear it. When we got black folks out here talking about what has the Nation of Islam done, but they don't even take the time to read the paper. And if they do take the paper, they only read the back so they can argue. So the sweetest sound, heaven, this side of heaven, Final Call Radio celebrates 1 year of spreading the truth around the world. All right. So you can get Final Call Radio, COVID-19 variants, vaccine passports, and concerning case spikes. So if you want to get some, actual news, get the black media, right? Links between AstraZeneca's COVID-19 vaccine and severe blood clotting, right? So it's not only J&J. We got severe blood clotting, increased virus cases and hospitalizations, and prevalence of highly contagious variants are the latest problems and fallout from the coronavirus and experimental injections. See, that's real media, because it's not a vaccine until it's proven. All right. And you guys can read that. It's very important to get these digital news media outlets because, some of our main ways of communicating is through social media, and that's being censored heavily. So if you want some real communications, you're going to have to get the black and the independent media sources directly until the black social media gets popping real good, which I tell everybody to get on Black Enough and to get on blackjunction.com. And there's other ones too. So video shows California officers shoot homeless black man. You see, so we got these. So we got trying to spend more. So then you got international news, Africa Watch, people talking about Pan-Africanism. They don't see that the final call is African Watch. Recent attacks and armed insurgents, Al-Shabaab near Mozambique, 20 billion liquefied national gas project underdeveloped by French company. So these are the things that's going on. You got Middle Eastern news. You got the Iran. I guess this is their president, and they're having. I know that they just recently made they're supposed to have sanctions by the United States, but they're breaking out of those sanctions. So they want Ireland wants dialogue, not violence. So there's issues going on in Ireland. Canada's indigenous communities remain under boil water advisories. So, they're messing with everybody's water, the indigenous people. Migrants left stranded without assistance by COVID-19 lockdowns. So these are the things that's going on that your mainstream news will not tell you. They're not worried about. Okay, so Egypt under international fire for rights abuses. So guys, get the Final Call newspaper. It's Ramadan Mubarak. Muslims are fasting in a day. No water, no food. And reading the Quran, avoiding arguments. And if you want the foundation of some knowledge of self, I think you need to get The Fall of America. You need to get The Theology of Time. And really, if you don't get anything, the first thing you get is this Message to the Black Man. That right there is your one-on-one introduction. And get these books here. Message to the Black Man, How to Eat to Live, be number 2. Number 3, 4, Fall of America, and then all of this stuff. This is your do for self stuff. You should definitely have this right here is your knowledge right in here. Get the Message to the Black Man. And so they go back into the DMX. And this is the Religion of Islam books. Buy those. Teachings are real if applied. And that's the one thing about the Nation of Islam that a lot of people don't understand. The Nation of Islam don't tell you to join and then your life is going to be all clean and better right away. It's your job. See, once you get the knowledge of self, it's your job now to do something and to develop. You can't blame other people, the minister, the captains. Once you get that knowledge of self, now it's on you. And as you do better, you will see the benefit and you will improve the community. That's how it works. So this is by Minister Jabril Muhammad articles. I mean, just a lot of wisdom. This is spiritual wisdom here, from Mother Tanyetta. And you can order bean pies now shipping to your door. So you definitely want to get that. So you can order the bean pie. And so that's it there for the final call. I just encourage everybody to go right there and go ahead and get that final call. And another thing I wanted to go into, let's look at this here. I'm sure everybody's seen this.
They say I'm 1 in 1,000,000. Why I have to be that one? Y'all been through hell and back ever since I took that fucking shot. I got the Johnson & Johnson shot. I got that vaccine shot and it messed me up.
Where microscopic computers,
All right, so we've seen that, right? There's a lot of stuff going on. These people, bro, right here. We got the Defender. This is a good independent news source that I encourage everybody to go get. The Defender. It was just talking about the latest VAERS, and this is vaccine adverse events reporting. So that's the reporting statistics. And we should be aware of that if we're going to be taking shots from people, right? Shouldn't we? Why would we take shots and we're not aware of both sides of the argument? Now, this is not just a debate. This is life and death. So we want to make sure that we're right. It's not about winning winning an argument here. This is about being right. So they talk about how the latest VAERS data show vaccine injury trends continue. CDC fails to respond to the Defender's inquiries. The Defender is experiencing censorship. All right. So this right here is showing how the data released today by the Centers for Disease Control Prevention on the number of injuries and deaths reported to the Vaccine Adverse Event Reporting System following COVID vaccines confirmed that the numbers are still rising, but no new trends emerged. VAERS is the primary mechanism for reporting adverse vaccine reactions in the U.S. Reports submitted to VAERS require further investigation before a causal relationship can be confirmed. Every Friday, VAERS makes public all vaccine injury reports received to the system for the previous week. Today's data shows that between December 14th, 2020 and April 1st, which is about 4 months or less than 4 months, a total of 56,869 total adverse events were reported to VAERS, 2,342 deaths, which is an increase of 93 over the previous week, so trend is up, and 7,971 serious injuries, which is up from 245 over the same time period. So that's what's happening here. And I think we should take it serious. I don't know what some of us, I ain't into it, but anyway, that's pretty much kind of what I wanted to get into, guys. And just to close it out, there's a lot of stuff going on. Like you said, Johnson & Johnson. Remember they had the talcum powder? I don't know how anybody could take this thing because we don't pay attention to stuff. And see, the sad part about it is we warn people. You go through all of this sacrifice to get censored. You get laughed at. You get cursed out. You get called dumb. How do you know it and nobody else know it? Okay, conspiracy theorists. And even now that they're shutting down this blood clots from Johnson & Johnson, blood clots from AstraZeneca, and all the vaccine injuries, and you still can get the disease. I'm trying to understand. I'm really trying to understand what's up with us. Why? Johnson Johnson they just had, a big lawsuit from talcum powder. They were giving people cancer. So anyway, guys, peace out, and just pay attention. All right.